Next move to your strength of the connection. So write down. Next topic, everybody write down. Next topic, strength of the joint or strength of the connection. So write down. This is your new topic, strength of the joint or entire connection joint. Strength of joint, strength of the joint, or it can be also said or connection or bolted connection. Now see what is the difference between this one and this joint connection strength. Now suppose if I talk about any connection, any type of connection connected by bolts. Let us consider anything like one gusset plate is connected to a tie plate, right? One gusset plate is connected to a tie plate like this. So let us consider 6 number of bolts are provided like this, right? Let us consider 6 number of bolts are provided like this. Now see, if I ask you what is the strength of the connection, right? Now what is the strength of the connection means the entire system can take how much of load. So it means for the connection portion, for the connection part, for the entire connection, it will be the strength of minimum value of bolt strength and plate strength. Plate, because plate has some amount of strength before failure, as well as bolt has some strength, right? So if in the question it is told what is the strength of the connection, connection means, think logically, connection means the lesser value between bolt strength and your plate strength, right? Now what is the meaning of bolt strength here? See this word, bolt strength. Bolt strength means in the entire connection 6 bolts are referring, right? So I will take this 6 bolts total strength, because in steel structure it is assumed that, I repeat, it is assumed that the bolts will carry same amount of shear force, It is an assumption. Right? So bolt strength is nothing but strength of 6 bolts. So this is your nothing but connection strength. Now if it is told that what is the strength of the joint, please be careful. What is the strength of the joint? Now what is the meaning of the joint only? Think again by looking at the figure. So joint means only I will consider the bolt joints. So I will take, whenever it is told that strength of the joints, so joint means only bolts or bolt joints. So if it is told what is the strength of the joint means what? I will take the only bolt values, right? Now if it is asked in the question what is the maximum force I can apply in the entire system, I will take again first one. So based on the given question you have to think properly, right? Again if it is asked what is the rivet value or what is the bolt value, right? What is the bolt value means I will take only one bolt strength, If it is asked that what is the joint value means I will take entire 6 number of bolt joints. If it is asked what is the connection value or entire system, how much force I can apply, it is nothing but connection strength, right? I think it is clear. So whatever the question it is, please think logically and based on that try to find out your answer. So let us try to find out in our question connection strength. So first one, let us consider, I think everybody can find out the bolt strength easily. I have done in the previous example, simple lap joint is there, you can easily find out. So I am assuming bolts are having 40 kilonewton strength or 40 kilonewton value or each one of them. So all the bolts are having 40 kilonewton strength. So I can say from here the connection has, or this joint has bolt joint strength. This joint strength is equal to nothing but 6 multiplied by 40, which is equal to 240 kilonewton. Alright, so joint strength. Now see, consider this is your 20 or 200 mm distance. This thickness, assume that 8 mm one plate. This plate is given as 10 mm. I am assuming these data only. And the bolts which are used here, these bolts which are used here, 18 mm bolts, 18 mm diameter bolts, right? So what type of bolt? Let us consider anyone. Grade 4.8. Consider grade 4.8. Not 4.6. Let us consider 4.8. So I can find out for these given conditions joint strength or bolt strength I have done. Now what is the plate strength? For plate, let us consider I have provided sufficient end distance 40 here, and I have provided sufficient also edge distance, let us consider 35, like this. So I will not consider in block shear strength right now. I will discuss again in tension members. It will be it will be more confusing part. So apart from end block shear, let us try to find out the plate strength. So apart from block shear, let us try to find out the plate strength, which is your TDG and TDN. Why you are not finding TDB value, block shear strength? Because if it is given sufficient end distance and edge distance, block shear failure will not occur. In most of the cases, block shear failure will not occur. So for the plate strength, let us find out these two. So if I take TDG is what? Gross area AG into Fy divided by gamma m naught. So AG, what is the value of AG? Gross area of the plate. So 200 multiplied your 8 into Fy. Fy for that. So bolts or Fe bolts are having grade 4.8 and plate having a strength of Fe 410 steel plate. So Fy will become 250 divided by 1.1. So I can say TDN will become 0.9 multiplied by AN multiplied your Fu divided by gamma m1, which is your 0.9 multiplied your AN, net area at the critical section. See, this is total is 200. So the diameter of the bolts are having 18. So it will be what? It will be your AN means net width multiplied your thickness of the plate. Net area AN, which is your net area, equal to net width multiplied thickness multiplied Fu, right, divided by gamma m1. Now what is equal to this one? 0.9 into Bn. Bn, what Bn suggests? Bn suggests is actually net effective width. Net effective width means this is a simple chain bolting. So I can say total width, which is your B, minus N into DH. N into DH. N into DH. Why? Because in construction, in steel structure construction, whenever we make the holes, we take some clearance, right? So that's why plates will have DH value, not D value. Don't confuse here. Why N into DH? Because the holes are done in the plate. When we are doing the holes in the plate, so it means of course there is more diameter than the bolts. So B minus N DH multiplied your T multiplied your Fu divided by gamma m1. Put the values again. 0.9 into B 200, number of holes 2, DH 20, multiplied T 8, multiplied Fu 410 divided by 1.25. What is the answer for TDG and TDN values? So 363 and 377. So I am taking here 366, or rather 363, and this one is coming 377.8. So can I say from these two cases that plate strength will be minimum between these two? If plate strength is minimum between these two, I will take this value. So in our case, plate strength, this one is becoming what? It is becoming 363 kilonewton. Alright. So I have got the value of plate strength. Now, what is the question, sir? Question is nothing but your connection strength. Alright. If connection strength is asked, what I will take? I will take the bolts strength, B-O-L-T, T will be there, S will be there, bolts strength and plate strength. Now see, bolt strength we have already found out 240, and plate strength I just find out 363 kilonewton. So can I say from here, hence from the entire calculation we can say, or we can conclude that strength of connection which is equal to minimum value between that one 240 kilonewton comma 363 kilonewton. So what is the answer from here? 240 kilonewton. So this is the strength of the connection. We have to take both of the conditions. Any doubt in the connection part? How to find out the connection strength, how to find out the plate strength, and how to find out the only bolted joint strength. So there is lot of different values, lot of different conception. If it is asked that find out the rivet value or bolt value, only find out the strength of one bolt. If it is told that find out the rivet or bolt joint value or joint strength, then find out the entire joint, how many number of bolts are there, just multiply with them. If it is told that find out the connection strength, then find out the minimum value between these two, all the bolt strength comma strength of the plate. So alright, now let us move forward to an again important topic, efficiency of the connection. So before that, let us try to solve one question, one previous year's GATE questions. Write down GATE 2010. Write down GATE 2010. Question for 2 marks. So draw the diagram first quickly. So quickly draw the diagram. This pitch distance is told as 50 mm. This side pitch distance has also given as 50 mm. Alright. So it is told that it is a double cover bar joint. Just I am giving you the datas. Double cover bar joint. Double cover bar joint. Of course, it is given as double cover bar riveted joint, not bolt. It is given by rivet. It is used to connect two flat plates of 200 mm width. So the flat plates have a width of 200 mm. This is your 200 mm. Alright. And the thickness is given is thickness equal to 14 mm each. So this is the thickness of the main plates. Thickness of the main plates. It is connected by 12 number of power driven rivets on either side of the joint. As per the given figure, 12 number of rivets on either side of the joint it is connected. Cover plates or two cover plates of 10 mm thickness is used. So here it is given two cover plates, each thickness equal to 10 mm. 2 cover plates each having a thickness of 10 mm. So find out the capacity of the joint. Find out the capacity or strength of the joint in kilonewton. It is given that shear stress and bearing stress data are provided. Shear stress 100 megapascal and bearing stress F of bearing equal to 300 megapascal. So first of all, let me give you a hints. Here it is asked that joint capacity. So joint capacity means I have to consider the capacity of some bolts, or maybe whatever the bolts are there before failure. Now by looking at the diagram, can you say how many bolts are contributed before failure, or how many bolts are there to take the strength of the joint? How many bolts are there, or how many rivets are there actually? How many rivets are there in this connection which will contribute to the strength? Yes, correct, 12. It will be 12 because see, it will not be 24. When I consider the bar joint, if this side plate is failing, then the entire system is failing, right? So that's why only 12 rivets are there which will contribute to the strength. Now how to find out the strength of the rivet? This is not for bolt, this is for rivet. So strength of rivet, not bolt, I repeat. So strength of rivet equal to minimum value of shearing strength and bearing strength. So how to find out the shearing strength? For shearing, I can find out which is equal to shearing strength. Now looking at the calculation, what I can say, shear stress multiplied your N into what? N into shear area. Remember anyone? N is nothing but number of shear planes. So here shear stress is given as 100 multiplied N. Number of shear planes, bar joint, it is double cover bar joint, right? 2 cover plates. So double cover bar joint. So double cover bar joint means 2 multiplied by shear area. What is the shear area? Someone? For a rivet, what is the shear area? For a rivet, what is the shear area? Quickly. Shear area is at the shrank portion, right? At the shrank portion mean pi by 4 into dh. Alright, pi by 4 into dh means what? What is the diameter of the rivet? Somebody, diameter of the rivet? Diameter of the rivet. Oh, okay, 20 mm diameter. I forget to mention this data. D equal to 20 mm. I forget to mention this data. Diameter of the rivet is 20 mm. So diameter is 20. So whole diameter will be 21.5 whole square. So I can find out the shear strength. So shear plane multiplied your number of shear plane 2 multiplied pi by 4 into dh whole square. Dh is your nothing but 21.5 for rivet. So next is your bearing strength. So bearing strength is your nothing but bearing strength, bearing stress F bearing stress multiplied your bearing area, or you can also say contact area. So F bearing 300 multiplied your contact area. Contact area means dh multiplied t. So dh multiplied your t. So 300 multiplied whole diameter dh. What is the meaning of dh whole diameter? So it will be 21.5 multiplied t. T is what? Bar joint. So T equal to minimum of main plates 14 mm. So 14 comma, these are cover plates 10 mm. So 10 plus 10. So I will take minimum value 14 mm. So it will be multiplied by 14, right? So you can find out the answer. Bearing strength 72.61 kilonewton, and this one is your this value 90.3. So for the given condition, what is the strength of the rivet? For the given condition, strength of the rivet becomes your 72.61 kilonewton. 72.61 kilonewton is the strength of the rivet. Now if it is strength of the rivet, can I find out the strength of the entire joint or entire this connection, this system part? So it will be multiplied by 12 number of rivets which are contributing here. 12 number of rivets which are contributing to the strength. So just multiply it, just multiply 72.61 multiplied 12, you can find out the strength of the rivet connection or rivet joint. So tell me, what is the strength? What is the strength or capacity of the joint? 871.32. Thank you. 871.32. So this is your answer, 871.32 kilonewton. So this is your strength of the connection part. Only one question came till now in GATE regarding this portion, and your most of the questions are from bracket connection. But before bracket connection, last topic, which is your efficiency of the connection. Somebody has asked strength of the plate. Okay, Dhruva. Now see, strength of the plate is not required. Why? Because in the question it is asked that joint capacity. Joint capacity means what? I will consider the rivet, only rivets or only bolts, right? So that's why joint capacity means I will only consider the rivet values, not connection entirely. And also you can see tensile stress of the plate is not provided. Fine. So write down efficiency of the connection. So remember this one, efficiency equal to in terms of percentage equal to strength of the connection, or joint connection divided by strength of the solid plate. Multiplied your 100%. So this is your actually efficiency of the bolted connection for plates as well as for the bolts. Efficiency equal to strength of the connection. Efficiency of the connection is equal to strength of the connection divided by strength of solid plate multiplied by your 100%. I think we have discussed these things already. So still, let me give you one question quickly. One question, write down. There is a tensile force. There is also a tensile force. It is connected by 2 rows of bolts. I repeat, 2 number of rows of bolts. This one is 1 row of bolt and this is also 1 row of bolt. So also consider the thickness of the plate is 20 mm this side, as well as consider this is also 20 mm. Alright, so thickness of the plate or both the plates is nothing but 20 mm. Now for this consideration, for top plate I am giving you the top view of this top plate and this is your bottom plate. Tensile force P and tensile force P. So this is, I am assuming there is 3 number of bolts are provided in a single row. I repeat, 3 number of bolts are provided in a single row. Also consider the width of the section or the width of the steel plate is equal to 180 millimeter. Alright, fine. Now let us consider the grade of the bolt is M20 of grade 4.6 bolt, right? Also consider Fe410 steel plate. Alright, Fe410 steel plate. Anything else is required? Yeah, let us consider these distances is given as 30. Is it sufficient? Not 30. Make it 40. Next one, let us consider this is your 50. This is also considered 40. Similarly, this side 50, 50 and 40, 40. 50, 50 and 40, 40. This way it is provided. Find out the efficiency. I repeat, find out the efficiency of the connection. Find out the efficiency of the connections in terms of percentage. So everyone, please find out the strength of the connection first. Strength of the connection. So strength of the connection. So what is the meaning of strength of the connection? It will be the minimum value of the entire bolted strength or bolt's strength, comma plate strength. So it is equal to minimum value between bolt's strength, it means all the bolts strength, comma your nothing but plate strength. So if I talk about the bolt strength, so I can say all the bolts here 6 number of bolts are present. 6 number of bolts are present means I have to find out the strength of each bolt. So if I want to find out the strength of each bolt, so I can find out that strength of one bolt, right, equal to question mark. So strength of one bolt for a 20 mm diameter grade 4.6 bolt, it will be nothing but, if you calculate 45.27 kilonewton, it will come. You can check it. It will come. You can check it by same method. Strength of one bolt, which is equal to minimum of shearing strength and bearing strength. Just calculate it. You can find out. It will come 45.27 for this case. Now, strength of 6 bolts. So you can find out it will be 45.27 multiplied 6, which is equal to 271.62 kilonewton. Strength of 6 number of bolts. Now, what is the plate strength? So plate strength equal to minimum value between TDG and TDN. So I can say TDG value. TDG is nothing but AG into Fy divided by gamma m naught. What is the meaning of AG? AG, look at the figure. AG is nothing but B into T, thickness, B into T. So B is nothing but 180. Now what is the thickness from the figure? Thickness is given equal to 20 mm. So B into T means 180 multiplied by 20. Fy 250, gamma m naught 1.1. You can find out TDG. TDN, sir, TDN equal to 0.9 multiplied AN, net area. So net area means Bn multiplied T. So I am writing another line, An multiplied Fu divided by gamma m1 equal to 0.9 into Bn, which is 180, minus 3 number of bolts in a single row. So 3 multiplied what? DH, hole diameter. So I can find out hole diameter is actually M20, so 22 multiplied thickness is 20 multiplied Fu 410 divided by 1.25. So please somebody tell me these two answers, TDG and TDN. First value, it means TDG equal to 818.8. Okay, so TDG is getting 800, this one 18.8 kilonewton, and second value you are getting 673.05. So I am taking 673 kilonewton. So I can say from here plate strength. So plate strength equal to minimum value between this one 818, 0.8, 673. Alright, 673. So it will be nothing but 673 kilonewton. So this is your plate strength I have found out. This is the strength of 6 bolts I have found out. So can I say can I say strength of connection equal to minimum value of this one bolt strength and plate strength, which is equal to 271.62 comma 673 kilonewton. So 271.62 kilonewton. This is the strength of the connection. Now again look at the figure properly. By looking at the figure, we can say, sir, efficiency of the connection, efficiency will become what? Sir, strength of the connection 271.62 divided by efficiency, which is divided by strength of the solid plate. So strength of the solid plate, what? So strength of the solid plate means I have to find out the TDG value. So solid plate means this one TDG. So 818.8 multiplied 100%. So this should be your efficiency for the connection. So tell me, what is the efficiency of the connection? 271.62. This is point. This is also point. 33.17%. 33.17%. All right. So this portion is also done. Efficiency of the connection is done, and remaining is your bracket plate, interaction relation, and prying force. And to be honest, from up to this point, whatever we have done in steel structure, there is a very few questions in GATE. Believe me, there is a very few questions in GATE from this topic. But this efficiency portion is very important for your GATE exam for any year. Alright, so please, your most important topic for this chapter is nothing but bracket plate or this bracket connection. So before starting this portion, let me give you another MCQ question quickly. Write down the question. This is one engineering services question, EAC probably 2015. So write down the question. How many 20 mm diameter bolts can be accommodated in a 200 by 10 mm and 200 by 12 mm bolted connection? How many 20 mm diameter bolts can be accommodated in a 200 mm by 10 mm by 200 mm by 10 mm bolted connections? Accommodated in a single row, in a single row of this connection. Tell me the answer. How many number of bolts can be accommodated in a single row of 200 by 12 and 200 by 10 mm plate connection in a single row? Now just simple concept. Suppose if I consider this is your one plate and this plate has to be connected with another plate here. So this is your force, this is your force. Now can I say this thickness is this width is given is 200 mm. This is given equal to 200 mm. Now again from here, I can figure out that if it is 200 mm, so from here, see the calculation, 20 mm diameter bolt. So what is the whole diameter? 22, right? Whole diameter becomes 22. Now if whole diameter is 22, what is the end distance? Because if I provide the bolts like this way, how many, what is the end distance? This is your edge distance. I repeat, this is your edge distance, right? E0. So what is the edge distance? I have to provide 1.5 into dh, which is equal to 1.5 into 22. So if I have to provide 1.5 into 22, it will be 33. This will be equal to 33 mm. And similarly, this one has to be also 33 mm. 33 mm. So 33 mm and 33 mm gone. Alright. So 66 mm is done. Remaining is what? Remaining is remaining with is your center to center. This is actually of course center to center. Remaining is your 134 mm. Now, if I provide one here, 134, right, and this should be your gauge distance. Gauge distance equal to minimum of value of pitch distance. So 2.5 into P, 2.5 into D, minimum value of pitch distance. So 2.5 into D is nothing but 20. So it will become 50. So it will become again 50. Now if it is 50, this side also 50 now. Now it is becoming 50, 50, 100. So I can figure out that if it is 50 here, 100, and I cannot provide this one, and this should be only one. And you can see this should be only one. So if I provide this one is 50, more than 50 and 50, sufficient. So that's why only 3 number of bolts. So 3 bolts can be accommodated. So 3 is your nothing but number of bolts. Just concept of pitch distance, gauge distance and end distance. That's all.